On this anniversary of the passing of Princess Diana, we look back at how our town came to terms with this tragedy and the very difficult days to follow.
The world mourns, the nation mourns, Colchester mourns at the untimely and tragic death of Diana, Princess of Wales, who lost her life in a car crash in Paris in the early hours of the 31st of August 1997. Here in Colchester, folk are laying their flowers and their messages here at the War Memorial. A book of condolences has been opened at the Town Hall, and the queue is down High Street and into West Stockwell Street. On Saturday, shops, banks and building societies will be closed. High Street will be deserted, and a minute's silence will be maintained at 11 a.m. The Colchester Post Office won't open until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. All in memory of Diana, Princess of Wales, our Queen of Hearts.
Called out to our country, and you whisper to those in pain, now you belong to heaven, and the stars spell out your name. And it seems to me you lived your life like a candle in the wind, never fading with the sunset when the rain set in. Footsteps will always fall here along England's greenest hills. Your candles burned out long before your legend ever will. Loveliness we've lost, those empty days without your smile. This torch we'll always carry for our nation's golden child. Even though we try, the truth brings us to tears. All our words cannot express the joy you've brought us through the years. It seems to me you've lived your life like a candle in the wind, never fading with the sunset when the rain set in. And your footsteps will always fall here along England's greenest hills. The candles burned out long before your legend ever will. Goodbye, England's rose. May you ever grow in our hearts. You were the grace that placed yourselves where lives were torn apart. Goodbye, English road, from a country lost without your soul, who missed the wings of your compassion more than you will ever know. And it seems to me you've lived your life like a candle in the wind, never fading with the sunset when the rain set in. Footsteps will always fall here along England's greenest hills. Your candles burned out long before your legend ever will.
What are your feelings today?
Well, it's very sad, and she opened up our close, and we gave some flowers to her. I'm not quite sure what year it was, and
Now, you've actually met, did you, Diana, Princess of Wales? Did she talk to you?
Yes. I can't remember what she said because it was ages ago, and we're very sad that she isn't with us now.
Which school was it that she opened?
It was a close. It was Montgomery Close.
Montgomery Close, here in Colchester?
Yes, in Colchester.
I thought it was appropriate for Member of Parliament to be here. It's the focal point. It's the war memorial, I know, but it's also where masses of flowers have been put here by the good folk of Colchester. I'm actually running my advice bureau this morning, but we've rearranged the bookings so that we had a 15-minute gap either side of 11 o'clock. And our staff and I have come over here, pay our respects. I was up in London on Thursday and went to Buckingham Palace to see all the activity here that was going on there, I should say, but I wanted to be here today, and that's why I'm here. Very sad day, a unique day. Certainly it's nothing, I haven't experienced anything like this in all my life, and I don't want to have a repeat, but frankly there can't be a repeat because there won't be another Diana.
Mayor of Colchester, Councillor Jenny Stevens. Madam Mayor, when were the books of condolence for Diana, Princess of Wales, put downstairs in the town hall?
Right, well, we managed to get the first one in place by about 1 o'clock lunchtime on Monday morning. It became obvious to me on Sunday when floral tributes were beginning to be placed on the town hall steps that maybe the town as a whole should do something. And first thing Monday morning I came in and spoke to the town clerk about placing a book. Unfortunately, we weren't able to obtain one locally, so we had to dispatch Richard Buckle, the town sergeant, off to Deptford, East London, to bring back an appropriate book for us, and he managed to make it back, clutching one huge queues when he got there, but he'd had the good sense to ring up before going and booked one for us. But again, it became very obvious before Monday was out that this book was not going to be adequate. So we acquired some more, and by Wednesday, I believe, we had no less than 7 in place.
Were you surprised at the outcry of Colchester?
Hugely surprised. I think it took most people by surprise, the depth of feeling that there was. We all knew that she was a very popular lady, but I don't think anyone had any idea just how it struck everybody from sort of, 8 to 80. We had children, because it was during the school holidays, so we had very young children with their mothers, their grandmothers. It was just right across the board.
Well, flowers here at the town hall, but also at the War Memorial. However many bouquets and flowers were given in tribute?
I haven't any... you couldn't count. There must have been into the thousands, I should think. Thursday morning, the morning we chose to clear them away, it took 5 men, 3 vans and a trailer, almost an hour to clear them up.
What's happened to the messages and the teddy bears?
Yeah. All the messages, all the toys have been collected. They're now in the safe hands of our social history director. They had to dry them out. That was quite a problem because we have had good weather since the tragedy, but just the night before we did have some rain, so they were somewhat damp when we cleared them up, so they had to be dried out. They will be kept very safe until we hear whether the palace wants them. My own view is they probably won't. I think they need another palace to store them all if they're going to collect them in from everywhere. So we will keep them, and at some point in the future we would hope there'll be some sort of exhibition in the Social History Museum just to show what the people of Colchester felt.
What will happen to the books?
We believe that they will be required by the palace. They're going to stay, we now only have 2 in the town hall, but they will stay here until the end of September for people to have the opportunity to sign them, and then we believe that the palace will call the mill in.
Well, finally, I must ask you, what were you doing on the sad morning, the sad Saturday morning?
My husband and I should have been at the launch of a Royal Caribbean liner that was docked in Harwich just for one day, going off on a cruise, but we felt it was inappropriate for us to be there, so cancelled that. So we simply spent the morning at home. I was glued to the television. My husband felt he couldn't sit and watch the television, so he actually sat out in the garden. And that's how we spent our Saturday morning.
Madam Mayor, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, lives were torn apart. Goodbye, this road from the country lost without your soul, who missed the wings of your compassion more than you will ever know. And it seems to me you've lived your life like a candle in the wind, never fading with the sunset when the rain set in. And your footsteps will always fall here along England's greenest hills. Your candles burned out long before your legend ever will.